fired up as usual at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Straight ahead, a good one in store this afternoon. It's the Denver Broncos and the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
Time to fly! Please welcome your defending Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles!
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Now the former Ohio State Buckeye, here's J.K. Dobbins. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He connects with Mims. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
To return is Williams. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
Now, this is the type of quarterbacks that just give defensive coordinators nightmares. They stay up all night thinking, okay, what is the best way to defend him? Do we treat him as a runner? Do we treat him as a passer? And I think that's really where the most stress comes in, Mike, is you want to make sure you don't let him kill you with his legs downfield as a runner, but it's also his ability to extend plays as a passer that really creates a lot of stress on your back-end coverage, and that's where those big plays can come. So it's a big challenge. They know it, and we'll find out early on what the plan is.
He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup of 9. And he's going to set up 2nd and 1.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. That's right side, and he's gone count to Terra. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Hurts again. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's third down and a few inches. They'll run the sneak. The ball comes out. It always feels like it's a safe play. Just have the quarterback keep it, get that first down, try to extend it. But here, it's not free, and the defense will take over.
Yeah, the priorities of a quarterback sneak, Mike, are A, get the first down, B, protect yourself, but C, protect the ball. And he was not able to do the third part of that act, and he's going to cough it up now and give the ball right back to this defense.
The Broncos offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of
How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And he'll maneuver his way down to the 44. Quinyon Mitchell up to make the stop.
44-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll be third down. Nix from the gun on third down. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Short pass. He's got Calcaterra. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to have an Eagles first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
4 yards. And an Eagles first down.
And the thing about Saquon is he's not just a home run hitter, Mike. I mean, we see all those highlight long chunk plays that he's able to generate, but he knows in these gotta-have-it moments, 3rd and short situations, he's going to pick up those tough yards when you need them.
Hurts looking to throw on 1st down. This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the
at the
damage after the
32-yard
catch,
line.
but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's taken in left side by Smith. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
On 2nd down, Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15. And a first down.
Eagles.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
It's a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A 2nd down throw for Hurts. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
By Zach Allen.
Zach
A loss of
Allen
9 on the play.
in for the
Brings
sack.
up
It's a
3rd down.
loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
We spend so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make, and of course that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
And a nice sequence there defensively. They'll give him 8 yards, but they get him down well short of the first down, and it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. and he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over once more. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice, looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Dobbins, the Denver ball carrier. He was brought down by Zach Vaughn. A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. On the zone read, this is Nix. And he'll go into a slide here. They're going to mark him just a little short of the first down.
And it's 3rd down.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's Nix to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Denver.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the first down.
They'll give it to Dobbins. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing, Nix. A short one into the hands of Troutman. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A 4-yard pickup on
this play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now it's Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. Here's Dobbins. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw is Nix. He's going to take a shot down the field. Javon Vele was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
1st and goal, Denver.
It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. The Broncos in possession of the football to begin the second quarter. Another shot at it from the 9. Second down and goal, as we are ready to get back underway. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1.
Just shy of the goal line.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he will drive his way into the end zone. Bo Nix, touchdown Broncos. A lot of bodies down there, but there's one with the football, the quarterback. It's all that matters. Breaks the plane for the touchdown.
And all that quarterback is looking for, Mike, is the smallest of creases before that snap. Once he identifies it, all that's left to do is put your head down, get behind the big boys up front, and drive the legs across the goal line.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Broncos move out to a 7-3 lead.
Eagles 3.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's got his tight end, Calcaterra, to the left. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
13 yards on the play. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Hurts to throw. Moving to his left. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
This offensive line has to do a better job, Mike, of communicating the protection pre-snap, especially on these key third downs. The blitz overwhelms them from the jump, and now they're picking their quarterback off the ground.
On fourth down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
RPO, quick throw. There's Sutton.
Mixes pass. Complete to Cortland Sutton. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He connects with Mims. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
2-yard gain on the play.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up fourth down.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as he's on to punt for Denver. Didn't get the hop he was hoping for. It bounds into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Eagles offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. The throw on the run is complete. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That's just such a tough throw. I mean, that's all arm. Being able to get your body turned and throw back across your body. I mean, it's one thing if you're just throwing it a couple yards to a check down. But in this case, he's still willing and able to push the ball downfield. And there does come some danger when you throw back across. But in this case, it's a big completion.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Now Hurts. He takes off. And Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the first down.
13 yards on the play. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Room to run inside the 40 to the 20. And he will not get to the end zone, but he'll get plenty of yards. A terrific run, bringing it to the 5.
On the play.
It is a big play for the Eagles. 47 yards.
First and goal.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with first and goal.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
It's a loss of 1.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Second and goal, now it's from the 6-yard line. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
John Franklin Myers.
John Franklin Myers gets in there for the sack, and now it's third and goal.
What a first half for this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this.
So the last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Throwing is Hurts. He'll try to set up the screen here with Shipley. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
On fourth down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are back within 1. It's 7-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 30-yard line.
Here's second and 6. They'll throw. It's Nix. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
Nix from the gun on third down. Got a man, that's Sherfield. And he is out of bounds at the 45. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
Got it into the hands of Mims. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 2. A run with Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Second and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on third down.
It's third and 4. Throwing is Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
Of 6. First down, Broncos.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was taken down.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
A little miscommunication there, now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
On comes the punter now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And this is going nowhere. He's going backwards to the 4-yard line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Two minutes to play in a tight 1-point game in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Backed up to his own goal line, Hurts. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. Here comes the Eagles punt team. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start with great field position up at their 45. They'll begin here on the ground, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. Jordan Davis, the man in the middle, brings it to an end.
Brings up second down.
Second and 5. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll step up and run this. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that first down marker is, he's able to pick up the first down but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the first down.
That's caught on the right side by Sutton.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They send Sutton in motion. He runs with it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. Brings up second down.
The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal.
26 yards
this about as short as you can get. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos extend their lead to 10-6.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a one-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done before we crown a winner here.
4 seconds still to be played in this half, as that one's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Hurts looking to throw on first down. That's caught left side by Goddard. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Avery Williams on the return. Strong. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Give him 11 on the scramble. and give them a new set of
It's
downs.
a gain of 11. That's good for an Eagles.
Having a quarterback
First
with
and 10
this
at the
ability to
36-yard
run is such an
line.
X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
He's brought down at
And
the
they've really done a
37-yard
nice
line.
job defensively
Brings up
holding them in
second
check.
down.
I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Hurts going to keep it on the option.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And they're gonna move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 36 yards.
10 at the 24-yard line.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
Man in motion is Brown. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Slot man gonna move in motion left. A dive and a catch. Incredible. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
3rd and 5.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You could see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? And he's into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown,
Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Broncos 10.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. McLaughlin now on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll take this to about the 28. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
Jalen Carter on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
First down, Broncos.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
He's across midfield.
12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. Traditionally in 1st and 10, Mike, a defense is not playing for draw. So I think in this case, it was their quick reaction to the ball and able to get someone to meet the runner and stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing. Nix. Quick throw. Taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw is Nix. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Broncos.
A gain of 12. And a Broncos first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
RPO, quick throw. There's Sutton.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
Now a give up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He connects with Mims. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
They'll throw here on third and short. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Clearly trying to catch the defense by surprise, Mike. If the draw works, it's a touchdown. But being down here in the red zone, this is a tough spot on the field to get away with running that draw play.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. To throw is Nix. To the goal line and in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Lutz for the extra point.
After.
He's got it. Broncos make the lead 4. It is 17 to 13.
17. Eagles 13.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Second and inches. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to be third down.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for an Eagles first down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Once again, it's Barkley. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 20.
Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a first down for Philly.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Yes, it's really well executed here, and you see this in so many offenses around the league, Mike. These slant routes are either built in or what they call hot routes or sight routes. The receiver sees the blitz, and they break their route off. It gives an easy target for the quarterback, and it gives great opportunity for run after catch.
Open man downfield is Brown. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
That's another.
They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's first and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. That is caught out wide on the RPO.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
At the 4-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
Third and goal. From the shotgun. They're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack. On fourth down, here comes Jake Elliott for the Philadelphia field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. So with a fourth and goal looming, we reached the end of the third quarter of play. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to get back within a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they inch a bit closer here in this fourth quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
Broncos take over first and
Back
10.
onto the field comes the Denver offense.
Line.
Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. On the zone read, this is Nix. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Second down, Nix. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Complete to number 1.
Great run after the catch in the open field. A pickup of 24.
First down, Broncos.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Brings up second and 9.
From the 38 now, here's second and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Nix from the gun on third down. He'll try and get there on the ground. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Broncos first down.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on third down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Brought down behind the line.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to slide down with the first down inside the 5.
First and goal.
Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have first and goal.
That is caught, and he's in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the fourth quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos are going to open up the lead to 8.
Broncos 24, Eagles 16.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, it's Williams. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own
Jalen Hurts
25-yard
and the
line.
Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. There's that man again, another catch. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
First down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
These two in rhythm, 12 more yards and a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
That's to the right side, caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds, a pickup, though, of 6.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. A handoff, running left, it's Barkley. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. They'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's going to be knocked down hard in the backfield. Loss on the play, and it's going to bring up 4th down. What a hit.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. They forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And this is as good as you could possibly get. It's out of bounds, and it's marked right at the 1-yard line. Well done. On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 3-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run with the former Golden Domer, Audric Estime. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
At his own 6-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to McLaughlin. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, so you can see the screenplay. The timing was just out of whack from the jump. So the key is, Mike, the running back has to stay in phase with his offensive line. If one of them gets out too fast or too slow, the back and the blocking don't marry up, and you see that's why he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Automatic 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Mims sent in motion here. Ah, the ball's out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the ground, McLaughlin. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A huge play in this game, and now the defense is given the opportunity to tie this one up as they've cut the deficit to just 2. What a big play.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike. I mean, they find themselves trailing here in the 2nd half, and not only does the defense make the play of the game, but as you said, they got a chance now to go for 2 and tie this thing up.
Big play for the Eagles as they will try for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he will get into the end zone for 2, and this game is tied.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
McLaughlin now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. We're all even. 4th quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. A run now with McLaughlin. Ooh, a little now you see it, now you don't. Good juke move there, and a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 38-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll throw. It's Nix. Ingram able to get open. Makes the catch. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
13 yards.
13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Denver 1st down. Throwing is Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd down at the Eagles' 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use fourth down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
At their own 17-yard
That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to run this one himself. And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
I think that's just a case of a right call at the wrong time, Mike. You typically want to run a draw in more of an obvious passing situation. In this case, the defense was expecting run, and they're able to just eat up that draw play.
Here's a 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A pass complete there to Smith. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And if he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive, he's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard
It's 2nd down.
line.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Hurts will try it again. Open man, Devontae Smith. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. Hurts and Brown connect, and it's a 1st down for Philly.
That's good.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
That ball intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Broncos offense ready to take over once again. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. He connects with Mims. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw is Nix. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Nix's pass complete to Evan Ingram. A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 47-yard line.
Here is 2nd and 7. To throw is Nix. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers. Everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
The Philly faithful making some noise on their feet before third down. Here's Nix to throw. He'll try to run for it. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. Whoa! And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. Here comes second down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout, 2 seconds remaining in the game. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to win the game. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot, and the kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.